quick question. What's the very next thing you do right after entering a trade?
Order filled.
Because that one decision is what separates the pro traders from the struggling traders. A pro can end up making much more on a trade than what a beginner would make on the same trade. Now in this video, I want to share with you the two things or two steps that you must take immediately after entering a trade so as to maximize the profits on that particular trade. Now make sure you pay very good attention to step number 2, because this is what's going to make you a much better trader. Now maybe in the comments, I need you to tell me, have you ever entered a trade and immediately after entering you start doubting your analysis and you feel like maybe you should get out of that trade? Let me know in the comments and how that experience went. And if you happen to find value in this video, please like the video and as well share this with a friend, because you never know, you might actually have a friend that really needs this. So go ahead, share it with them. It will definitely be able to help them. Now immediately you press that buy or sell button. I mean, when you've already put your TP and stop loss already, I need you to do for me this one thing. I need you to get your journal and start actually journaling, because when it comes to journaling, most people think that maybe they should only journal after that trade, whether they won it or lost it. This is not the type of journaling that you need to do. Right immediately after entering a trade, I need you to get your journal and actually start journaling your feelings, because when it comes to these trades, once you're in a trade, you're going to start feeling some type of way. Maybe you want to get out of that trade. Maybe you want to increase on your stop loss. Maybe you want to increase on your TP. You need to journal all these feelings that actually come into your mind, because this is what's going to make you a better trader. If you are one of those people that actually does not track your feelings or does not track your emotions, especially when you're in a trade, you're not going to learn from yourself. Remember, when it comes to you as a trader, you must actually first understand yourself. You need to learn about yourself, and there's no better way of learning about yourself than journaling. So you need to actually continuously journal through the trade. Maybe you want to get out. Why do you think your mind is telling you to get out of that trade? I'm telling you, if you start doing this in your next 10-20 trades, you're going to notice a very big difference, especially on how you actually handle your emotions. So I need you to actually start doing this, because it's going to improve your discipline as a trader, and it will also enable you identify those recurring mistakes that keep happening every time you're in a trade, or every time you're actually actively trading at your PC or at your computer. This is going to enable you identify those mistakes so that you become a consistent trader, because when it comes to trading, consistency is key. You must be a consistent trader, and there's no way you can actually become consistent if you don't track such things. You need to actually track your emotions. This is why journaling is so key. So once you've actually finished journaling your emotions, maybe the trade has hit TP or it has hit stop loss, then you go ahead and also journal the result from that trade, whether it was a loss or win. So you go ahead and also include this in your trade. If you keep doing this, and let's say every weekend you actually sit down and review all the trades you've taken through the week to basically see, what do I struggle most with? You need to keep asking yourself, what do you struggle mostly with? Especially your journal will be actually showing you exactly those things that you struggle with. So keep doing this, and trust me, you're going to definitely become a much better trader than you are today. Then the second thing that most pros actually do right after entering the trade is to set and forget that particular trade. They do not micromanage that trade, to sit there on the computer and they're always watching each and every candle that prints on the chart. They do not do this, because this is only going to actually increase your anxiety. You're always going to be there, panicking, and guess what will happen? All those bad emotions will come out in you. So you do not have to actually be actively on the screen, watching every candle print. When you step away, this will enable you stick to your plan, because when it comes to most human beings, we are very impulsive in nature. You will find yourself actually maybe a very big candle prints, and this actually goes right to your heart. Maybe it has gone negatively from the direction that you thought it would go, and guess what will happen? You end up maybe changing something on your order that you've already put in the market. So you do not have to actively sit there. I highly recommend that once you put on a trade, this is when you actually go do other things. Maybe you have another business that you handle, you go do that business. Maybe you go for a workout. Personally, this is the time I actually use to do my workouts, maybe play with my kids, maybe go run some errands. This is the time I actually do this. So this is exactly how you need to handle yourself as a trader, especially if you want to become a profitable trader. This is exactly what you need to do. So if you actually actively start doing this, you'll be amazed by how you're going to actually end maybe the next 10 trades. You're going to actually track yourself and see after 10 trades, how have you performed? You'll get to realize that your results from the markets, or your results in terms of P&L, will be much better than how they've been at the moment. Now, you need to understand that for you as a trader, you always need to control your emotions, and there's no better way to control your emotions than actually stepping away and go do other things. Maybe you come back, check on your trade maybe after 1 hour. This is very healthy for you as a trader. So if you come back, check on, and maybe price hit TP or price went to your stop loss, this will save you from all those emotions you had to go through maybe through the trade, as price was actually printing from one candle to the other. So this is what I recommend you actually start doing. Now, I believe that if you go ahead and implement these steps that I've shared in this video, you're definitely going to improve yourself as a trader. You will be able to actually become a much better trader. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, then I'm sure you are going to enjoy this next video as well, where I share exactly how I handle losing streaks. So check out that video. It will definitely be able to teach you a lot as well.